His record speaks for itself. At one point, I'm going to say probably last year, year before, he probably had the best girls record in the state of Tennessee. That's how successful he's been. And so, you know, he's been good for Morristown West.
He's never, I didn't even know that we were close to 500. He's never talked about that. We've always felt that the winning will take care of itself if you do it the right way. And day in and day out, we've come in and we've worked. He has never taken a day off. He has never missed a practice. He's just, as soon as we step on that court, it's full blown serious. We're going to work, and I think that's why he is sitting at 500, because it's never backed down. There have been days I'll go visit and be like, hey coach, the sun came up today and I wasn't sure it was going to come up, and he's like, we're okay, we got this, we're going on to the next page, and he just never loses focus.
I may be one of the few folks that can say I taught Johnny Galyon in class, and he was a fine student then, and we knew that he would become a fine man, and that he has, and so it couldn't happen to a nicer young man and to any better coach, and we're just so proud of him.
Well, you have a lot to live up to, like with his past teams and stuff, but honestly, like, it's a really big learning experience playing for him. Like, it's not just about basketball, it's about like being strong-minded, like in life and stuff like that, so it's a big honor.
I guess it's being like disciplined, like always being on time, always like being mentally tough. Like, I've played 2 sports, so when you're in conditioning, it's really hard to get through it sometimes, but when you have like a team around you and coaches that are like pushing you to be your best and always like telling you can do it, I guess that's what I've learned, to be disciplined.
In First Athletic District, 3 or 4 years ago, was awarded Coach of the Year. And that's all sports. And we've got a few here at school that Heather has been too. And it's kind of a running joke. They get a little pin to wear, and Heather will wear her pin all the time. She will have hers on. And for a coach to be awarded Coach of the Year, it's a pretty good accomplishment in First Athletic District, only because a lot of good coaches in First Athletic. That comes from Knoxville all the way up. Knoxville's not in First Athletic District, but everything this side of Knoxville is. But there's a lot of good coaches in this area, and he was awarded that. He didn't realize it's such a big deal until he went to Knoxville and got his award. Then he came back talking about, man, he saw all the people who were in there had gotten the award, Coach of the Year. So he was pretty impressed with it. And then, of course, Heather couldn't tease him as much as a result of it.
The relationships we have with the girls. My favorite thing is when they'll come visit us or they'll come to the house. Those are the highlights, really, to me. I know that probably sounds corny, but as far as in the basketball realm, being in the state championship was so exciting. Being in the state tournament, I think we've been 5 or 6 times. So it's kind of the pinnacle of basketball. So just having that experience with the girls and the love and them still texting us and calling us and coming back, that's, I think, our favorite thing is when we see them. And it's really fun to watch Coach Galyon because he's not a very emotional person. And so when the girls come and visit, to see him give them a hug or the way he interacts with them, and then it's kind of the guards let down and he can just be himself. He doesn't have to be the coach. That's kind of precious, I think.
Johnny's a quiet person. You don't know he's on the place. But when he's involved with basketball, then he's very serious about it. And going back, you know, Johnny went to high school here, and Johnny, his picture's up down there as an all-state player in high school, and he and little man Stewart were on the same team. Johnny's the same every day you see him. You know, he doesn't get upset. He's even keel. Now, I'm sure sometimes with the basketball play he gets a little upset, but basically his personality is pretty much the same every day when you're dealing with him. And
so to me it was a blessing from God when I had the opportunity to work with him. At the time we didn't know it. I think we were kind of stuck. You know, Mr. Reed threw me on him, and I don't think he was real crazy about me being there, but I think through the years he's grown to appreciate my love for the game and helping the kids and really trying to help him. A lot of times I'm like, Coach, I just want to help you. Just tell me what I need to do. And so I think we've had a good team dynamic there between the two of us, and grateful for the opportunity, grateful for our families and understanding the time and the commitment it takes, and our families being there and supporting us as well. So I've learned so much from him. I'm so grateful. He's, through the years, become one of my closest friends.
I teased him a little bit. I went down there the other day, and Johnny was a guard. Anytime you're a guard, you feel more comfortable coaching guards. You know, he didn't play inside. So I went down there like 3 or 4 days in a row, and Johnny was coaching the guards, and Heather was coaching the inside people. And I like to ride him. I told Heather, I got her offside. I said, "Now we'll go have a little fun here. When he gets time out, I'm not going to bug him while he's practicing. We'll take a break." So we took a break, and Johnny came over, and Heather came over. I said, "Johnny, I want to ask you something. Most of your girls that went on and got a scholarship, went on to college, were they guards? Or were there inside people, or forwards, or posts?" Whatever he thought it meant. He said, "Forwards, I guess, or post." I said, "That's what I thought. And you're working with the guards. Heather, you're doing a good job." He just shakes his head and walks off. He never has a comment or anything.
He got like a technical one time, but he wasn't like doing anything bad. He was just taking it for us or whatever. And he like a ref told him to sit down the whole time, and he like got up because he's really like into the game. He likes to move around and everything. And Coach Kelly like pulls him down, and she's like, "Sit down," and he's like, "I hate you," and she's like, "I don't care."
He pronounces words really weird. Like, if he says stupid, he's like stupid. Like, he puts like a really weird like pronunciation on everything. It's hilarious.
What's another word? Does he do it usually?
Ridiculous.
One of the most valuable things about Coach Galyon, Johnny, is just how he does exemplify as a role model what we want in education, what we want in life. He's certainly someone that I would like younger teachers to emulate, younger coaches to emulate here. He's always been that role model for the girls on the team and for players. Again, we couldn't ask for a better image for us to try to work toward. He's quiet, he's unassuming, he just wins. I think there's probably a whole lot of other folks that feel the same way. So I think we've got a bunch of those lined up. So here's some other folks' opinion of Johnny.
All in all, there's so many things you can mention about Coach Galyon: his coaching ability, his personality, and his loyalty. Playing for him taught me that basketball wasn't just basketball. Without your team, you can't accomplish anything, and loyalty is most important. I'm proud of the things that he helped me accomplish and the things that he's accomplishing now. He helped us get a chance at a state championship title and many conference wins, and for that I'm thankful, and I couldn't be more proud of you. I love you, Coach Galyon.
I am extremely thankful I was able to be a contributor to the Lady Trojan basketball program, and even more grateful I was able to play for such a dedicated coach with a high basketball IQ. I would love to go to battle and play for him just one more time. Coach Galyon is a tough coach who got the most out of his players and still does, and I could not be happier he has achieved this milestone. Congratulations, Coach.
Reaching 500 wins doesn't happen by accident. I just really admire the work ethic, the pride that you took in accomplishing those wins. But while there's a lot of wins, there's also a lot of people behind those wins, and just thankful for the skills and the attributes that you taught players of hard work, dedication. I just recently ran into one of your former players, and that player has gone on to be a nurse practitioner, and attributes a lot of the work ethic in her reaching that accomplishment from what she learned through basketball about hard work and dedication. And so never forget that while we're always trying to get that next W, we're also teaching life skills that go on down the road.
He always encourages players to be the best versions of themselves, not just on the court, but in life as well. He stressed going to class and being a good image outside of school because those are all things in life that you have to do. He always wanted to make us better, even if it meant getting on the court with us and playing. I believe that he eats, sleeps, and breathes basketball. He always wanted us to carry West high with respect and in a positive way. He would yell and yell and yell, but I knew it was only for the best of us and only to make us better. He made us mentally tough in sports and just in general. He taught us many things. He not only made us better players, but he made us better people in life.
Hey Coach, congrats on 500. You really deserve it. There were probably a few games that we probably shouldn't have won in my 4 years, but that we did, just because of the way you prepared us for them and just because you were our coach. But I really appreciate everything you did for me in my 4 years. Coming in my freshman year, you know that I would forget something for practice, every other practice, if not every practice, and would have Mom bring it to me. And so you guys would give me a hard time about Mommy doing everything for me. And by the time I got to my senior year, I was the complete opposite and would probably never forgot anything, any practice. So you really helped me grow up in a really short amount of time, and I really appreciate it. But congrats on 500, and hopefully I get to make another one of these whenever you get to 1,000.
Hey Coach Galyon, I just wanted to say congratulations on your 500th win. Thank you for everything you've done for me, not only on the court, but in my personal life as well. I wish you the best of the luck the rest of this season, and say hi to Jenny and the kids.
And Carol. Hey, Coach Galyon. Congratulations on the 500. We knew you were going to be there. Like, it was not a question. But you just taught me so much about basketball and just taught me skills that I've used to this day in life. And my favorite moments were high school basketball, so thank you for letting me be a part of that. And you're the best.
Yeah.
Go get your 500 more!
My first memory of Coach Galyon is him walking into the girls' locker room, telling us that he would rather watch paint dry on a wall than watch a girls' basketball game. He must have found something that he liked, because he's still here and he's on his 500th win. So congratulations, Coach. My favorite thing about playing girls' basketball at West High for their program was the feeling of togetherness. We won together, we lost together, but whatever we did and however we did it, we always did it as a group and as a team, and as friends. So it was a very close-knit group of girls, and the program just promoted that, just the winning and losing together. So that was my favorite thing about the program.
As I think back on my days at West, there's so many things that I think of, but mostly the life lessons that I've carried with me throughout those days as a Trojan. So not everyone gets to experience those, and I'm thankful for the things that I learned, like discipline, mental toughness, leadership skills, and loyalty. Not only did these things help me as I prepared for a college basketball career, but they've helped me in life as I continued education, as I started a professional career, and in relationships, especially marriage. So thank you again, and congratulations on an awesome achievement. You deserve it.
Coach Galyon went above and beyond. I mean, anytime I wanted to get in the gym, anytime I wanted to lift weights, anything at all, he was willing to drop stuff and do it. And he just really contributed to my success and let me do what I felt like I needed to do to reach my potential, I guess. You know, looking back, I just remember having fun. Winning games is always nice, and I was lucky to be a part of a successful team, but we had fun. Team camp was fun, practice, not always fun, but for the most part, we enjoyed it, and games, of course, were just a blast. It was a really great group to be a part of, and Coach Galyon just gave us, I guess, freedom and independence on the court. He coached us, but he also allowed us to develop and kind of, I don't know, work on our own games alongside each other, and it really worked for us. So I think he really let us grow as players, and you know, I couldn't be more appreciative for what he did for me and for the team, and like I said, it's hard to believe I was only there for 2 years. Hard to believe it was that long ago as well, but I'm just very, very grateful for him and Coach Sense and all of West High. I will always cherish those years. Congratulations, Coach Galyon.
The vision of a floor general. To take a chance on me, to mentor me, to be family is one of the biggest understatements. One day I'll sit down and tell him all of this to his face. He'll shrug it off with a simple, just doing my job, 3-2, just doing my job. Never one for attention or need for constant validation. As high schoolers, we did not understand that. We wanted all of the praise, all of the time, for the smallest of things. Not him, never. We call that the Coach Galyon poise. He knew that we would go on to compete for a state championship from our very first encounter, a floor general. Ask yourself, can I take 10 to 12 teenage girls, translate my vision, teach them skills, plays, how to win, while also helping build on their fundamentals and foster their individual growth? Oh, and while competing day in and day out with some of the best in this conference. Can you? And start from near scratch every year? He does that effectively and with style and grace, the Johnny Galyon poise. I heard he cut off the swoop. It's a shame, really. I'll be the first to sign the petition to bring that back, and I will personally deliver the gel. I soaked up a lot more than I'll ever admit, and I'm sure Coach knows that. He knew then, and he knows now. The vision of a floor general. Like so many of you, I'm fortunate enough to be a small part of this ongoing legacy. Do you know just how many girls envied us, transferred to us, and just wanted to be in that locker room? The Johnny Galyon way. He is the coach of the program, simply said. To be a Lady Trojan is a stripe earned and worn for life. So to you, Coach Galyon, thank you from the bottom of my heart and the bottom of my soul. Congratulations on win number 500, and please let us shower you in the love and congratulations that you so rightfully deserve.